these Christians are willing to say that he was cursed by his God. Na'uzubillah. The one who is cursed in the Quran is a shaitan. The one who is cursed in the Bible is Jesus. How can we say that is a book from God? I want to come near because I want to hear what you're saying.
It's not extended to the Gentiles. You know that was wrong.
When you say Gentiles, did Jesus not say that he has not come except for the lordship of Israel?
Yeah, he did.
Good. Was he telling the truth or lies?
No, he was telling the truth.
Good. So
I want you to. So you talk about the verse when you talk about the Gentiles.
yeah,
But you
brother, no,
leave
leave
out
it.
what she said. So what did she say? Because you said you read the Bible. What did she say after?
What did she say?
Yeah.
She says, "Oh no." That's why I said don't handle other people's stuff, bro. Okay. She says even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall off the master's
And
table.
then what did he say after?
He cured her at the end.
Okay. So what does that show you?
What is he trying to say?
No, I'm saying, what does that show you?
It shows me that Jesus considers non-Jews as dogs. To start with, just wait a minute. Do you agree or disagree with that?
What?
No, before you fast forward to where he cures, you are, because what you're doing is you're ignoring the initial statement of Jesus.
Ignoring the initial statement.
Bro, let me finish it. This is what I'm saying. You're ignoring the initial statement of Jesus, where he says, "I do not cause the bread of the children to the dogs." Are you agreeing with that statement or disagreeing?
I'm saying what you're doing is you're isolating the verse. So
No, I'm not.
No, you are, because you said one verse.
In fact, I gave you the whole context just now.
No, you gave me the whole context.
Yes.
To him, you said one verse, and then you said that, oh, that shows that Jesus didn't come to the Gentiles. But then you also regard the rest of the Bible with that one verse.
No, I
And
did
you
not.
take out- you
I did
take
not.
out the context.
Okay, so do
So
you
the context-
acknowledge?
No, the context.
You see
is-
that if you want me to answer questions, I expect you to answer questions too. Yeah, but I know what you're trying to say.
So the content is that when Jesus came, who did he came originally for?
What do you mean originally?
So when he came, he was
When did he ever say I came for the Gentiles?
I'm not. When he came and he was doing his ministry.
When did he ever say I came for the Gentiles?
When he came and he was doing his ministry, who did he come originally for?
For the lordship of Israel.
Okay.
He was
so-
always for the
and then
lordship
when
of
he
Israel.
sent his disciples out, who did he send it for?
Was that?
When he sent his disciples out, who did he send?
Okay, you know, look, you're asking, hold on. You're asking too many questions without answering any of mine.
No, I'm showing you.
No, I want you to answer my questions as
I'm
well.
showing you.
Let's be fair. I've answered your questions. Now you answer my
I'm
question.
leading somewhere. So can I lead?
No. I know where you're leading, but before we go there, hold on. Before we go there, answer one question of mine. How about that?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
So do you acknowledge Jesus called that woman
Yeah, he did.
and her kind, the
he
Gentiles,
did. He did.
as dogs?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, isn't that racist? Yes,
How?
because the Jews are one race, everyone else is other race. How is that not racist?
That's not racist.
How is it not racist?
That's not racist.
Answer my question.
That's not racist.
How is it not racist?
What is racism?
Where you actually discriminate one race
Okay.
over another.
And then when Jesus went to save the world, did he discriminate the Gentiles?
So
Were
no.
they not-
Before
were they
wait.
not
So you're doing it again.
No, were they not
You're doing it again.
Were they not
You're not answering the question I asked you. How is that not racism? I'm asking you, how is that not
Because
racism?
after what do you do?
You see, you're doing it again.
No,
He wants to fast forward. Okay, you know why? Because he wants to hear the part where Jesus cures her. I did not say. In fact, I clearly stated that after abusing and condemning her as a dog, yes, he finally cures her.
What did he say about-
Okay,
what
but
did
you
he
see,
say
like
about
it is like saying, it is like someone saying,
What did he say?
someone using a racist statement against another person, yes, and then helping him.
What
That
did
is
he
still
say?
racism.
What did he say?
He just wants to focus on one bit where Jesus cures her. And this is called insincerity. Okay? There you go. And another thing which we discussed, let's see if he agrees with that.
Okay, so
Another thing which we discussed is that Jesus was cursed. Do you agree with that?
It's talking, when you're talking about birth, you're talking about the birth when it talks about.
Yeah, Galatians chapter 3 verse 13.
Yeah.
Was he cursed?
Well, it's cursed for anyone to hang on a tree.
Yes. Who cursed him?
The Jews.
No.
And the people that put
Whose
there.
curse was upon him?
The people that put him
No.
there. Yeah, it was.
No.
And he took-
Because Paul
and he took
says,
the suffering of the world.
in Galatians 3:13,
I need to do more studying. on this.
I know you need
So
to. That's why I'm telling you.
I'm not.
That's why I'm telling
you. Because you're biased, so I will do my own.
That's fine. I'm giving you the reference. You do your own research.
No, I will.
Galatians chapter 2. Sorry,
Wait,
Galatians.
you agree with
Stop
the
interrupting. Galatians chapter 3, verse 13. In that, Paul says, Jesus became a curse by redeeming us from the curse.
do you agree
Now,
with
by saying that, he's saying number one, he became a curse. Okay. Number two, how? By redeeming us from the curse. Number three, he says, for it is written that anyone who hangs on a tree is cursed.
Yeah.
And you know which reference in the Old Testament is referring to?
What reference?
You don't know that. So let me tell you. Deuteronomy chapter 21 verse 23.
Okay.
It says, anyone who hangs on a tree is under the curse of
Is it curse of man?
curse of God.
Curse of God.
So do you believe Jesus is cursed by God?
Well, he defeated death. So now,
There you go. That's what Paul is saying.
So now it's
So now Jesus, whom we love dearly as Muslims, whom we consider as a great prophet, a great messenger, and our Messiah, these Christians are willing to say that he was cursed by his God. Na'uzubillah. The one who is cursed in the Quran is a shaitan. The one who is cursed in the Bible is Jesus.
But
How
with
can
Jesus,
we say that is a book
Jesus
from God?
was God as well.
How can your God be cursed by his God?
He was God as well.
Think about it. How
He was
can
God.
so can God curse God?
He was God as well. He came in
Does
human
God
form.
curse God?
He came in human
Answer the question. Does God curse?
Again, I need to be more
You
recent.
exactly. So stop
But you're saying-
blabbering if you don't know about
You
it.
keep saying he's just man. Well, he's not just man.
He was just a
He
man.
wasn't just man.
Okay, how is he God?
What does it say in John?
Where does Jesus say he's God?
What is in lots of different passages.
Where does Jesus say that he's God?
He, the Father even calls him God in Hebrews.
Answer my question. Where does Jesus say that he's
He says,
God?
I and the Father are one.
He also says,
says,
I and the
am.
disciples are one. Does that mean the
I am.
disciples are
He
God
says, no one
too?
gets to the Father.
No. He also says, I and the disciples are one. Does it
Yeah.
make the disciples God?
So why did they become
Answer the
one? How did they
question.
become one with
No.
Jesus?
Answer the question.
How did they become one
Answer
with
the
Jesus?
question. Does it make the disciples God? Yes or no?
I'm answering you. How did they
No, you
become
haven't answered. You asked me a question.
I'm answering you a question.
No. You
I'm
answer.
answering
You cannot answer with a question. Answer the question. Does it? When Jesus says, "I and the disciples and I are one, just as I and the Father are one," does it make the disciples God? Answer that question.
I'm answering your question.
Okay, I don't want to talk to you because you're insincere. You will not answer the questions which are difficult. It does not make the disciples God. Because what it shows us, that statement when Jesus says, I and the Father are one, just like he says, I and the disciples are one, both of them, you know what they show? That their purpose is one. That is what makes sense. But these Christians here want to show Jesus as God, but Jesus never ever claimed to be
Even
God.
going away from the original point. The original point was you were saying that he didn't come.
Bro, you haven't
He didn't
answered
come
my
for the
questions. I'm not going to talk to
No,
you.
'cause
That was the last of it.
original-
If you were sincere, you would have answered my question, and I don't want to waste my time with you.
conflate
Because
away from the
clearly,
original point.
he doesn't want to know the truth. He just wants to defend Jesus against all the embarrassing passages in the Bible about Jesus. Jesus calling a woman a dog. You know which woman was that? That was a woman who came to him pleading. She fell on her knees and she was begging Jesus to save her daughter. And you know what Jesus said? I do not cast the bread of the children to the dogs. Imagine you going to the ER, you going to the emergency room here in London to a hospital, and then you say that please cure me, and the doctor says you're a dog, but then he cures you at the end. Anyway, Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Come back next time when you answer my questions.
Thank you so much.